Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Greg's Go Raid. I'm Graham Smith, also known as Grags, and today I'm starting a new journey. I am starting a free-to-play account because I finally feel I've got a grasp of the early part of the game. So, whenever I start a new account, I like to start here at the Raid promo link finder. This is a resource put together by a content creator going by the name of Old Garden, who deserves a lot more viewers. He's got a really analytical approach to the game and lots of information, lots learnt from his videos. So every month he updates this with the various content creator download links. You can sort these by the most recent, or if there's a specific champion you want to try out. If you wanted a Corvus link, you could click on here and get all the various links that got Corvus on. Or you can just look at what he believes to be the best links by champions, the best Tholin links, best Nama, best Grand Oak, Padraig, and so forth. On here as well, you've also got the various new player codes. Now, Pelops is still the #1 download link, but I wanted to try something different here, but it's quite tough once you get up through the arena a little bit, fighting past Pelops. So I wanted something that gave me a bit of a chance with that. And the other day I was watching another content creator by the name of Vulcan running this download link here, which features King Gallcobar, Venomage, Cryodan, and Farrakhan the Fat. King Gallcobar is a definite asset when it comes to dealing with Pelops, because he has the ability to either block buffs or strip buffs and replace with a poison. So I've decided to go with that. Now, whilst I'm playing this particular version of the game, I am going to be tracking this. So I'll be tracking my progress through how far I get into various stages. I'll be tracking all my champions, how much they're ascended, awakened, booked, etc., where I acquired them, and their activity in different locations in the game, how my various teams have fared in the arena, and depending according to what level they are. And at the top I've got like the cumulative of all the different teams I run out, how I get on against each opposing champion and my win-loss record against them, tournaments, events, and also to stop me moaning about bad luck when it comes to shards, I'm actually going to track it so I can find out what I pull, what my pull rates are according to, if I pull more rares in mysteries than I should do and so forth. The last bit is what I acquire from the clan bosses put into 30-day batches. I nicked this from another content creator. I apologise, I can't remember who. So I am going to take this link from Vulcan, pop in my username details, and start a new account with those 4 heroes. So let's talk champions. Gallcobar, part of the Sylvan Watchers faction. His A1 is really good when you're trying to 3-star through campaign, because it's basically popping a shield on him and on one of the other champions that's with him. If you're 3-starring, that'll be your other champion. So we like his tackle stuff. But what really makes me want to play him, the reason I am playing him, is his Vitriolic Thorns. This is a delight in the current environment in a classic arena in the early stages of the game, because he is going to be dropping block buffs, or if they are already got some buffs, then he will be stripping them and applying poisons instead. Now, the best thing about this is it cannot be resisted if he is under a shield buff. So if you put him in some of the divine gear that you pick up early on in the campaign, you're not going to get resisted from that, because he's going to start the game with a shield, and then you can kind of make sure that he's got a shield on him when he is applying this. So this is 100% chance anyway once it's booked up, but even in the early game you're getting an 80% on a 3-turn cooldown once booked, 4-turn beforehand. His A3 is Hypertrophy, which is a cleanse that also drops continuous heals on you, as well as applying a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns. And the shield is equal to 25% of this champion's max HP, so we're sticking a lot of HP into this game. And if those weren't good enough, we've got a passive as well. Whenever an enemy under a poison debuff attacks an ally, instantly activates all poison debuffs on that enemy. So you are going to be getting extra poison damage and extra heal as well if you have a continuous heal on the ally being attacked. So Gallcobar is going to be an absolute star in the classic arena against Pelops, because he is going to be stripping off all of those bits and pieces. The magma shield is going, or we are preventing the magma shield from hitting in the first place. Might have to play around Padraig a little bit, but this is absolutely wonderful. And for my starter champion, as I said, I wanted to change from running Pelops myself, so I am running Phemo the Shepherd, that Polyphemus clone, if you will. It adds another element of control to my team, because we have a stun effect as part of his effects here, which is on a 3-turn cooldown once booked. 75% chance going up to 100% chance of a stun debuff for 2 turns, and has a 75% chance of fully decreasing the target's turn meter. So great control element. If the stun was successfully placed, it attacks all enemies except the initial target with a chance of stunning them too. We have shields as well, so it's an extra shield source in the party. We're going to be quite tough to get through. And we have a single attack that goes for decreasing turn meter. So it's something different for me. I haven't played Gallcobar or Phemo on an account, so both of these are something new that I'm very much looking forward to. Okay, so the tutorial's over. I've claimed my starting champions, which you can see in there. I should get Cryoden when I hit level 10. So it's a case of crack on with these missions. The only thing I do at the start with these missions is, which I guess a lot of people do, is when I first do Kerok Castle and when I first do the sewers, I do the early stages of these challenges, these artifact challenges, because it's just a case of repeat. It gets a few people built up and they're not really that energy intensive to complete them. So it's just a case of getting them out of the way so we can work our way a bit higher up through the artifact challenges for a later point. Right, I guess it's on with the grind. Okay, so we have about 40 minutes left in the day, and I have just collected my shard for finishing 3-starring the whole of hard on campaign. So, being it is 2 times the legendary chance, we will bust open our shard. And this is probably the only shard of any consequence we're going to be busting for quite a while. So I'm hoping for obviously a Lego, but if not, then a Force Ending would be nice, because I don't have anything in that affinity. So let's give it a go. Show me some gold. Woohoo! There we go. We have Elva Autumnborn. Attacks one enemy, place a 15% continuous heal buff for 2 allies on the ally with the lowest HP. 75% chance of removing all debuffs on all allies, places a block debuffs and a 30% increased speed buff on all allies in 2 turns. And she revives as well. Revives a target ally with 40% HP and 50% turn meter, places a 60% increased defense buff and 50% increased attack on that ally for 2 turns. Speed aura, and also we have Leaf Shroud, which is heals each ally by 10% of max HP at the start of their turn. I've got to be really happy with that. Well worth busting that shard out for. I've now got 40 minutes to get through a bit more of the missions. I normally like to get through the first stage of missions, 75 in the first day. I'm probably struggling. I'm 54, so I'm definitely not going to make that in 40 minutes, but I'll settle for it, being as I've just pulled a Lego from that shard, so that's fantastic. So we've just ticked into the start of day 2. So how do we think we've fared? Not as far as I would normally get on the missions. I would normally expect to be somewhere around about 80 to 90 maybe at this point. Didn't have the time I would like, and also doing the campaign was slow with the guys that I was using. But you know, making up for that, when we get down to the top guys, we have Elva here, which is like an extra Lego early game, really useful. So what are we doing day 2? We are going to look to sort our gear out, pick up some better gear. We start doing the dungeons and so forth. We'll get a few bits extra. And kind of tweak what we're doing there. We got a bronze 3 in arena. We want to be getting to probably silver 3 tomorrow, and sitting somewhere in the middle of that. That would be kind of our objective. Working our way. Campaign, I'm not so fussed in the second day. I will tick a few bits down, but I'm not busting a gut to get to you know, to 12-3 to farm. You know, if I get to sort of like stage 9 and can farm it there, or 6, then that will be fine. And also, hopefully, where I'm doing some food, I'll be doing that, looking for the parts of Justicia for finishing off the 151st Arbiter mission. So that is my goal for day 2. But the highlight of the day obviously has to be dropping into this. This is a cool thing to pick up. I mean, I'm not sure, I can't make my mind if I like the aesthetic or not on that, but I certainly like the kit as far as what she brings to the party. So that is my goal, to work on Elva. And the others getting their kit sorted out and improved over the course of day 2. Right, till the next one. Catch you later.